Rondi, how are ya? Hey, Victor, can you guys hear me? Hey, Victor and Carolyn and Rondi, can you guys hear me? I've got a I've got a crazy system set up, so I'm wondering if you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect, perfect. Because I literally have 3 cameras set up because I'm filming myself today. So this should be kind of interesting. So we'll see how it goes. So I want to welcome everybody. Welcome. Let's see. Um, Welcome Candy and Victor and Suzette and Sue and Stephanie and Kathleen. Welcome Rondi and Brenda. Welcome everybody. Okay, so we have several things to show you today. It was a little bit nerve-wracking since I'm doing this by myself. I think everything's set up so it should work fine. But I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up for our Christmas Zoom prep this morning from 11 to 1. We had a lot of fun, got to chit chat and catch up. Okay, so, oh, you're welcome, Riri. Okay, so today I'm going to demo super quick and easy Christmas ornaments. So I literally took these. This is the finished project. You can do anything, I mean, literally any shape you could cut out and make. So what I did is I took the Scrappy tape, and then Scrappy tape is a wash away interfacing. It just stabilizes your fabric while you're stitching it. Typically when you use Scrappy tape, you're going to sew one piece down, and then you're going to lay the next, you'll lay one piece face up, and then the second piece is face down, and you stitch it, and then you use your little rolling pin to iron it. But this way is a different way of doing it. So you're going to need your Scrappy tape. I just cut about a square, and then I take all of my scraps, and literally I was so proud of myself. I was using up tiny little scraps. This is left over from these trees. So the leftovers, when I cut out my triangles for these trees, I threw on here. So that's just going to give it more variety and more, it just makes it more fun. So here is basically what I would do is I would just tuck this under here. Make sure your wash away is all covered. And then you're going to take it over to your sewing machine, and you're just going to do a quick little, I did a free motion zigzag, so it was super quick and easy. I just free motioned all of the raw edges. And then when I had all of the raw edges stitched down, then I took my triangle 60-degree ruler and cut little triangles. So with this one piece of like 12 by 13 or 13 by 13-ish fabric, I didn't really measure it. With that one piece, I was able to get these 5 ornaments. So super quick, super easy. I literally got these done during the Zoom today. So then once I stitched all of the fabric on the Scrappy tape, then I took my 60-degree triangle, cut it into little triangles, and then stitched around 1/4 of an inch around the outside edge, turned it inside out, and stuffed it with polyfill, and then just shoved the vintagey button, or the vintagey spool up inside of it. I'm sure there's a nicer way to finish these, but I was just kind of trying to find something quick and easy. And then I just used a button and glue with some old string to make the little hanging device. So that's all you have to do for quick and easy projects. Judy, I have faith in you. You can totally do it. If it gets confusing, you can bring it down here and I'll help you. I have a question. Can you get a sewing machine needle with a larger eye? So I believe the 100 needles, it's like 116. Those have a bigger eye, so you can use the thicker threads in them. But you're not going to want the 100 for like just everyday piecing, because it will put a little hole in your fabric. The hole's going to be bigger, but you don't really have to worry about that, because when you wash it, the hole will close up. Hey, Peggy. Judy, I'm trying my best with filming myself. So it's you guys know I'm experimenting on you. I do have the iPad. I don't even know where the cameras are. I do have the iPad all hooked up in case I have to go to that. Look, we could do a third screen. Look there. See, we're all very fancy, so you can see the whole room. Just in case I need it. So that is your quick demo on quick and easy projects. They are super, look, I don't even know where the camera is. Super cute little gifts. And I literally got 5 ornaments done in like less than an hour. So if you need gifts, this is really good. I'm going to tell you, I love the Scrappy tape. If you haven't gotten Scrappy tape and played with it yet, you should. I always have a big Scrappy tape, the 13-inch Scrappy tape. And then I use my bigger scraps on this. And then as I use them and I cut them down and they get smaller and smaller, then I start to put those smaller ones on the 5-inch or the 2.5-inch. But just because I have so many scraps and some of them are larger, I don't want to take my scraps and cut them down just to be able to use them. Thank you, Beverly Ann, for sharing. We so appreciate when you guys share. So if you can hit that button and share, we love that. I have to go get my empty spools out of the trash. Well, you're going to want cute ones like these because they're wooden and they look vintagey. These ones are not vintagey, but they definitely look like the old-timey ones. Your plastic ones are not going to have the same effect. So we just got done with Shop Hop, which was great. And it was a little weird this year, but every year has its different problems. But we demoed a bunch of things, and I think that we were so tired at the end of the day, we did not do a live demo for you guys. But Jay Crowley, the gal who does the books. So I don't know if you guys know, but she has 4 books where I'm the hero. I like solve the crimes. I'm super techie in these books too. If she only knew how techie I really was. So she has, I think there's 5. I'm missing one of them. But there's like 5 books in this series. And the Wild Stitchers, we solve the crime. So all of her books have a little bit of a Nevada history with a mystery. They're really quick, easy reads. So we do have those, but I'm going to have her come back and interview her again when we're not all so tired so that you can really know which stories you want to read. But what I love about the books, like I didn't know about the arrows. I think in Maggie, this one, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty yeah, this one has the arrows. So in the olden days, they had cement arrows along the Sierra Mountains, and I'm sure into other states. I'm sure it was just something we did like across the country, probably. I don't know. But so I always swear I'm going to go hiking and find the arrows because they're still out there, but I have yet to do it. But so that the arrows and the air mount arrows are in the book, and she teaches you all about it. So it's kind of fun because you always learn a part of history with them. Stephanie, my sister's shower isn't until this Saturday. I could hardly wait. Okay. Like this is my face if I could hardly wait for a good time. And my dress just came in. My beautiful turquoise dress that makes me look kind of like an Easter egg. It's full length to the floor. Just came in. I could hardly wait. Now I know why I've never been a bridesmaid before. My husband stuck them out in the garage someplace. Hope they're still. Oh, Sandy, I'm sure you can find them. It might take you a minute. Okay, the other thing. So if you need the Scrappy tape, if you haven't already gotten the Scrappy tape, I advise that you have this on hand, and I did 10% off, so it's normally $50. We have it for $45 today, S128 for $45. I did it on discount because I think everybody needs this in their stash. If you have it in your stash, you won't believe how many projects you can use it to. And it's just good to have. You can sew up your scraps on it. Even if you're not doing a scrappy project, just throw your scraps on the side and you can just whip them all up, and then you don't have some overwhelming scrappy project in the end. It's my sister Jody getting married. So her bridal shower is this Saturday. which is a whole story in itself. I'm not quite sure that I can tell it on Facebook and YouTube because it might leave these four walls how I really feel about it. How does the dress fit? It fits just like an Easter egg would. Um, okay, so if you girls need the wooden spools, I have S127. S127 is $8 for the larger spools. This is what I have on this tree. So I use the larger spools. I cut these out at about, I think 4.5 or 5 inches. And then I cut smaller and smaller ones. The smaller ones I used S127 is for the 3 of the good size. These aren't the real large ones we showed you the other day, but they're good size. They're about, um, 3.5 inches. So these ones are about 3.5 inches long. And then S127 for $8 is the 3 inches long one. And then these little baby ones are about an inch long. So the inch long ones are 4. You get 4 of the little spools, S122 for $4.49. So 4 of the little baby spools for $4.49. I do have the bigger ones. They're $12.95, Christy. They're like this big, like this big. They're probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 inches, but I think they could easily fit like 3 of those felted mice on them with some greenery and be super cute for a decoration. Okay, so then the other thing I want to show you guys, I know I keep getting sidetracked with all the comments. A few shows ago, I showed you guys about the prayer quilts. And so I have actually whipped some up. So these were the original ones that came in my card from so a mother and a daughter who I've known for like 40 years. They used to come to Eleanor's in-home class once a year. And she says that I'm the one who told her, Caroline said I'm the one who told her about that that of course she could do doll making. Doll making is not hard. Anybody could do it. So she said I was the one who got her into it 30 or 40 years ago. So when COVID hit, she sent me a letter, and it just said, in these crazy times, we want you to know that you're being thought of. And so these are little pocket prayer quilts. It says, this pocket prayer quilt was made especially for you to slip into your pocket throughout the day when your fingers touch the cross inside the quilt. Be mindful of God's love and grace for you. Keep it as a tangible symbol of God's peace. So inside of this quilt, they put a tiny little star. And what I did, because I like to see all of our stuff, you can feel the cross inside of here, so I guess it won't fall off and it won't get lost. But so what I did is I took, I had a bunch of, I was making those mug rugs. You guys, most of you have this fabric. It's had those circle mug rugs that were blue and red. So I put that on the long arm. I got that quilted. And then I had in between the coasters were all of these quilted pieces. So I just cut them. They're all different sizes. So I just cut them. And so I made cute little prayer rugs. But I put, which one? I put the angel, in case you want to do an angel instead of a cross, whatever your religious belief is. I put them on the outside just because I like to be able to see them. And then I can play with it kind of like a fidget spinner. So we do have these. And then on the outside of this, I just took this ribbon and I just folded it in half. And then I hand stitched it really quick, just with kind of not basting stitches, but not real tiny stitches. I basted it to create the binding. So where's my camera? So that is, it's a lot harder to like film yourself than it looks like. So I just basted that ribbon around the outside edge. And so it took me just a couple minutes to finish these up. This one, of course, I pulled on a string and it unraveled, but I don't really care because it's just like a little tassel. I think it's cute. So if you want, I have some of these if you want them already quilted, so you can just hand stitch the binding onto them. I'm going to put 10 in a package, and they're all different sizes. So some of them are littler. It's just it's the cream fabric on one side and then the backing fabric, but these are all quilted because I've already quilted it for the coasters. So if you want 10 of these, they're all different sizes. I used the little one to put the cross on. So I put the cross on the little one, and then I stitched the cross right there. And then the bigger one, because the angel's bigger, I put the angel on the bigger one. So if you want those, I have 10 of these little squares for $3. So 10 of those, use a second camera to show it and talk. Use a second camera to show it and talk. Oh, Victor, you mean like over here on the second camera? It's so hard. Nobody knows where to look. Okay, so here is the 10. Like, where's the camera? Usually I just hold stuff out and then the camera people find me. Okay, here, I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can get a better angle of where it is. Okay, so here are the 10 little blocks. If you want them already pre-quilted for $3, you just have to sew the binding on and then sew the squares or the angels on. If you want 5 of these ribbons already pre-cut to 12 inches, S114 is $2. S114 is $2 for 5 of those ribbons. So you've got a little bundle there. And then if you want to do angels, S132 is $5.95. I think there's 10 of them in there. And then S31 is for the crosses, and that's $2.99. Cross, angel, hand embroidery. Oh my gosh, Mary Beatty, that's too many questions all at once. I know, Judy, on your invoice, it says that I need to give you a printout of the little poem. Because we did, when people bought these 2 packs, when we had them on the sale before, I did print out the little poem for you. But I also have it in a PDF, so I can send that to you. Then that way you can make it whatever size you want. Okay, so that is the little, I just had to show it again because I actually did get a couple of samples done. Okay, so that's that. Let's see, what else? We had so much to show you today. So I don't know if you guys remember, but during our little mini retreat here at the shop, Carolyn or Connie and I and Stephanie, we used this ribbon as our binding. So we literally took it, folded it in half. So that's what the backside looks like. Oh, the backside's almost as pretty. But we folded it in half with our quilt, our vest. We actually did it on the clothing that we made, the cape. But we folded it in half, and then we just machine top stitched it down to give it a finished look. So you can use these on your quilts. It's just ribbon, but we have a bunch of these. I just found a whole box of them upstairs. So super good deal. If you want the whole roll of this, S116. Next time I got to turn my camera is backwards here. My little camera is backwards, so everything's upside down. But S116, if you want the whole roll, I have no idea how much is here because it's nicely rolled. I want to say it could be 50 yards, but I could be wrong. S116 is $20 for the whole roll. Or if you want just a yard, you can get as many yards as you want for $1 a yard. So this one is a really fun, groovy one. But if you just fold it in half like that, that's what you're going to get on your binding. I love the idea of this as binding. So S116 is the groovy ribbon. And we've got several of these, okay? We do have several of the ones I'm going to show you. And then this is S120. S120 is this cute little dainty pink and green floral. And that's what it will look like if you use it as a binding. But if you keep it whole, that's what it looks like. So S120, $20 for the whole thing or $1 a yard. And then this one is S11. I know I wasn't going to have a sale today because I want to get caught up on some stuff, but that only lasts for about 3 seconds in my head before I start putting numbers on things. Okay, this one is S119, $20 for the whole thing or $1 a yard. And that is what you would get if you used it as a binding. But the ribbon is great. It kind of maneuvers with you. So it's not going to do a deep circle. You would have to kind of cut it, but it will. You'd have to take like a little tuck if it was a deep circle. But for the most part, it's pretty manipulatable. I'm pretty sure that's not a word. Okay, S119 is $20 for the whole thing or $1 a yard. And then S18, this is the one that Connie used on hers. I think Connie and Stephanie used this one on theirs. They used the same gray fabric, so this was perfect for the binding on theirs. S118 is $20 for the whole thing or $1 a yard. And that is what it looked like as binding. So the black you can really use on a whole lot of things, but it really is fun for bindings. You just never think of using ribbon as bindings. So S118 is $20 for the whole thing or $1 a yard. And then the last one, and I do literally have probably, I don't even know, but probably like I bought out a company when COVID first hit. They used to make like ribbons for girls' hair, like volleyball. I have a ton of volleyball ribbon, but all kinds of sports things and little girls' hair ribbons. So I bought out their entire store of ribbons. So here's a cute little butterfly. This would also be pretty damp, like on a quilt. I would just stitch it on kind of like a sashing. S117 is $1 a yard or $20 for the whole roll. S117 is $20 for the whole roll or $1 a yard. Full Jelly Roll Club. Well, Sandy, I'm not sure what that means. These are not jelly rolls. These are ribbons. Those are ribbons. So they're going to be, the black one is about an inch and a half. It's about an inch and a half wide. Okay. So I think, I don't think I missed any comments except for you guys ordering. If I did miss a comment, please send me okay, I'll go back and read the comments during Victor's class tonight. So if you guys are not familiar, you can still sign up every Monday from 5 to 7. So as soon as we get off from here, we turn on the Zoom, and Victor teaches something different. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. We did the key fobs, which I actually did. So a lot of times I don't do his projects because I've got to get too many orders out, or I'm just swamped with whatever. So I did the key fobs. It was so fun. I think I finished 7 in like probably 35 minutes. I finished 7 key fobs. So super fun. It really, Victor's class is, it's social, but you're always going to learn something. You don't really ever have to plan ahead because he's going to do something where you can just grab a fat quarter. Like today, they're learning how to make napkins, and then he's going to discuss the rest of this month. So most weeks we do something different every week. For the month of September, we decided that we wanted to do, OMG, you're going to miss it for the 49ers. Can't you have the 49ers on in the background or like in an AirPod in your ear? So anyways, this month, we're planning on getting ready for the holidays. So we're going to do 1 week, we're doing a table runner. 1 week, we're doing placemats. 1 week, we're doing napkins. So that at the end of the month, you're going to have a full setting. So you can do it in Thanksgiving. You could do it in Christmas. You could do it in Halloween. You probably could, if you're really, really fancy, you could do Halloween on one side and Thanksgiving on the other side. Key fobs make great stocking stuffers, Mary Lou. And it literally, once you learn how to do it, it literally is less than 5 minutes. I would say maybe 3.5 minutes per key fob to get it ironed, stitched, and then use your little grippy thing to put the key fob on. It was a lot of fun. Suzette even came back during the shop hop to get more of the webbing because it's kind of addicting. And then you're using up your scraps. It's kind of nice. Okay, I have a couple more things. These are dimensional embroidery. S126. These, so you've got the dimensional ones here. Can you imagine if you made this on your domestic machine? First of all, it would take forever. Second of all, it would take forever and it'd be a lot of money in threads. So S126 is this beautiful. These are petals are all dimensional, but you could sew this onto a jean jacket. Somebody came in the shop the other day and she said, oh, you could sew it kind of like this, like over your shoulder onto a jacket. So you've got like the one of them on one and one on the back. So here is S126 for $14 for the yellow. S123 is for the pink one. And S123 is I was driving home from your mini retreat. Oh, Connie, I actually did film it for you girls that were driving home, but he'll show it again. Pretty much Victor does everything again and again. It's kind of like the 60-degree ruler. We have to keep redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. Because even if you make it right when we do it in 3 months, you're going to be like, oh, I had so much fun doing that, but I don't remember how to do it. Okay, S125 is for the blue embroidered flower. And then the other thing I want to show you is October we're gonna redo projects like the key fob, the little dress, the napkin dress, and the clam-up bag. Perfect. So October, if you have any other projects that you need a refresher on from Victor, let us know so he can get planning on that. And then I just found these upstairs. So we made these probably like 10 years ago. So we have this is the Mrs. Turkey. This is the Mrs. Turkey. And this is the Mr. Turkey right there. So if you need them, we have them in wild colors. And then we also have them in a little bit more traditional colors. So you can do your turkey in whatever color you want. But super Okay, can you guys hear me now? It hijacked my phone. So I'm not sure how to hook that back on. I can't get any phone calls while this is happening. Okay, I think oh well. Okay, so we're just gonna deal with the computer screen. Oh, that's gonna really suck for when we start the auction. I need the second phone. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna see if we can go back in stage. Hang on, let me see if I can figure this out real quick so then you guys can see the auctions. Camera. I don't know. It's not very happy with me. That's all I get. Okay, so the turkey pattern is S124. This is when it helps to have a second person here so you can see. Okay, the turkey pattern is S124. S124. Okay, talk amongst yourselves while I try to get this back onto. Okay, hang on. I think I got it. Okay. Sometimes you just need a second to regroup. Okay, hang on. Okay. Sorry, I don't understand. Oh my God, Siri. Okay, so I think we're back in. Where is Richard when you? I know, I knew. Ah. Okay, so the turkey pattern. If you need the turkey pattern, is S124 for $10. S124 for $10. And I was thinking on the next Christmas prep Zoom, if you have the pattern and you want to make it, because I want to make it in new colors. So I was thinking the next Christmas prep Zoom, if you have the pattern and you want to make it, we can make it with you instead of doing a Christmas project. Okay, so that is that. And then the only other thing that I wanted to show you from the shop hop is I got this done. I made this cute little pillow. Let's see. Sometimes you just need one big screen. Happy Halloween, a little pumpkin. So what I did is the treat bags. I just took the treat bag and I just made it into a pillow. So Karen's gonna do the bag for me because I'm not really a bag person. S129 is $10, and it makes the little pumpkin that I made, but it has the handles to make a bag. So that's how cute the bag is. I would have really embellished it, except for that me and Peggy were doing it at 11 o'clock the night before the shop hop. And then here's the little monster. So it has the cute little horns and things. Another fire down there, Kathleen. We've got a fire going on here that's pretty bad, they say, but the smoke hasn't really hit us. I think the wind's blowing the other direction. S129 is for the cute little Halloween panel. So if you need that, well, she hasn't showed it to us. Judy, tell Charity to post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along so we can see it. Mary Lou, I know, I keep hearing how bad it is. But when you look out from our house, it's like just a little bit of poofs of smoke, but not too much. Okay, so we are going to, here, I'm going to make this big because you don't really need to see me. You just want to see the auction stuff. I know that's what you're here for. Okay, so we have a ton of auctions. We've got about a half a yard of a pretty butterfly. Wow, they really did kind of just mix up everything. About a yard of this beautiful St. Nick. It's a border print. So you've got 4 repeats. Wait, hang on. It looks like it might have been cut. No, it's not a yard. I was lying to you. It is about 3/4 of a yard. So 3/4 of a yard of this cute little Debbie Mum classic of a board. Oh, this is why they did not show this to me. If you want to embellish, these are appliques on fabric for you to iron, put some fusible on the back, put them onto a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. You've got all kinds of appliques here. You've got a vine you can use. You could do some slow stitching in here. You could cut these out. You could do some machine thread painting. So many things you could do. Here's a cute little scarecrow. You could turn her into a little table topper. You've got a girl scarecrow and a boy scarecrow. Super cute. You've got some more butterflies. Here's at least a yard of, let me get it turned right side out so we can know what it really looks like. Here's a yard of butterflies that I would cut out and use as appliques on other things. But you do have a couple of smaller pieces of fabric, and then you do have this big piece that is like 22 inches by more than a yard. So it looks like they did cut into the top part, but it's at least 22 inches wide by a yard. Then you've got some dinosaur, and I don't know why back in the day you guys folded all your fabrics inside out. So here is ABCs with a cute little dragon. You don't see dragons too often, but he's pretty cute. Wait, let me see where the camera is there. Oh my God, I'm gonna drive myself to drink. So that is ABCs with a dragon about a yard, and then you've got a stripe print that goes with it. Let's see. There's the stripe print that goes with it. So all of that fabric, we're gonna start the auction S133. S133, we're gonna do the auction starting at $9. Oh, thank you, Tina, for liking and sharing. We appreciate it when you do that so that we can stay in business. It's kind of a weird, time. So we need everybody to like and share so that we can keep doing this. Otherwise, Roger's gonna make me go get a state job. No, I'm just kidding. Although a state job seems like really nice right about now. I'd have time to like text my girlfriends, plan my family vacations, all that good stuff. Okay, all of this fabric, S133 is at $15. S133 is at $15. You've got the butterflies, you've got the Debbie Mum fabric, you've got the fall appliques with the scarecrows, some more butterflies, some dinosaurs, and oh, I hope I'm not the one who has to fold this all up. S133 is at $9. S133 is at $9. And then we have, let's see here. Let's move this over here. The girls did not let me look through any of this, so I do not know. I think these might have been ideas. I do not necessarily think that it was a project ever started, but you're getting the Plunkett dinner hat, diagram and instructions for mini paper novelties. So priceless, vintage, antique instructions. I'm going to just put a number on here. 133 for the butterflies, the Debbie Mum fabric, the fall appliques. Let's see, we're going to do $6. S134. We're going to start this auction off at $6. And we've got some red, white, and blues, some more red, white, and blues, some strips, it looks like. Let's see. Oh, wait, here's something actually sewn. You got a quilt. Oh my God, it's so cute. You have a vintage hand sewn applique. Her stitches were like perfect, but definitely by hand, not by machine. You have a vintage sailboat block. I would say circa like, I don't know, 1980-ish. Super cute little block. You can turn it into a pot holder. You could build a whole quilt around it, a little wall hanging, put it in the bathroom, whatever. Then here's some bigger pieces of red, white, and blue, some half yards. This one might be a little bit, it feels okay, but it seems like it might be more crafty quality. Then you've got some with glitter on it. Oh my gosh, I had this back in the day. Then you've got like a yard of this, maybe 1 yard. It was $3 a yard back in the day. And then let's see, what is this? Highway 92, a quarter yard for $2. So vintage fabric S134, we're starting at $6. 134 is starting at $6. Victor is the only one bidding on all this. Oh my God, that's like the deal of the century, Victor. $15 is a good deal. We're going to close that up just so that we can bring, you guys don't even know. You guys have no concept of how much stuff has come through the door recently. Like every time I think, oh, I'm kind of getting on top of things and it's getting cleaned up, then another van load shows up. Okay, S134 is for the Americana fabrics. 134 is for the Americana fabrics. Oh, this is a giveaway. So Phyllis wanted this pattern. She won it last time and she wanted it. But then, like, we were making fun of her because you know what they say about pineapples. And so then she was like, oh no, Actually, she would have taken it, except for she thought it was for a little wall hanging, and it actually is for 60 by 72. So there's all your half square triangles and half square, like quarter square triangles, all kinds of fun piecing if you love piecing. Let's see, I'm picking a name out of the um, Kathleen. You know what? I'm just going to tell you, my kids tell me back in the day when okay, can you hear me now? So back in the day, I think you can hear me now. Every time somebody calls it, like plays with that. So back in the day, it it for you old timers like me, it meant prosperity and wealth and hospitality. Now, though, it might mean something a little bit different. All right, Terry, did we see Terry? Was she here? Um, can you let? No, I can't let Victor have. Hey, Mary Beatty, you cannot be giving stuff away to Victor, okay? Um, Oh, okay, Christy. Not today, but next week when I'm filming myself, I'm going to set my phone so that it goes straight to voicemail. Okay, I have. Hey, Sue, it's good to see you. Sue, you should have gotten the link for Victor's class. Okay, my next winner is Fran Harris. Fran, do you want to make a ginormous 60 by 70 pineapple? There is the pineapple, 60 by 72. It is super cute. Okay, Fran, you're the winner of the pineapple. I just had to get a new car battery. Ugh. Sue, it's always something. Okay, 134 for all the Americana fabrics. 134 is gonna go to 134. 134. 1 3. Oh my gosh, that was so far long ago. 134 is Victor for $6. Okay, Victor for $6. All the Americana fabrics. Okay, let's see. Fran Harris says yes, she is here, and she wants to make the ginormous pineapple. Okay. All right, I have no idea what's in this. Oh, where it? I have a free, something free. Okay, let me get this auction started and then I'm going to show you something free, okay? Hang on a second. Let me put this one back to big. Because you don't need to see, you see me all day. You don't need to see me. Okay. Good job. S133 is still available. 133 is gone. Victor got it for $15. Um, no, it was somebody calling. It wasn't Kathleen. Nobody, none of you have enough power to control my devices. Not even I have enough power to control my devices. Okay, this one is going to be an interesting box that I'm about to open. So you have macrame notes. You have all of her notes and look at this. So you've got notes and samples. And let's see what else here. I'm just going to start this auction at whatever the last number is here. Okay, we're going to start this auction off at $5. I actually, though, should probably keep it for myself because it's got the eggs that I'm always looking for. So we have a bunch of styrofoam balls. You've got some styrofoam balls, the directions to the macrame. You have some fabric that was meant for some project. Oh, here, it was meant for this. So it looks like she's doing a clothesline bowl, but all she's doing is wrapping it. Oh, interesting. So she wrapped it, and then to hold it together, every so often she ties it to the next row. So you can see here where she's tied it. Can you see that where it's tied to the next row? So then as she goes, you can leave it flat or you can turn it into a bowl if you want as it goes. Oh, that's pretty slick. So all these strips were cut to wrap around all of this cording. And there's another ball inside the bag. And directions, City of Costa Mesa, Department of Leisure Services, Recreation Division. It has the coiled basketry directions. So everything to make this and the history is in here. This is priceless. Okay, S155 is at $15. 155 is at $15. And Georgia, I still have a green bandana panel that was $6 in your basket, but I don't have any way to contact you. So if you want it, let me know and we can get it to you. Okay, so the coil basket is at $15. While you guys are bidding on that, I'm going to show you what's for free. You guys can all put your names in the freebie. Wait, I'm going to have to turn on the big camera again so you can just see the stuff that comes in here is a little bit insane. So I got this big, ginormous bag. It's like 2 of my heads. And inside of it, the unveiling. Sometimes you open up this stuff and you're like, what in the heck? So when we were at the old shop, I opened up a lunch bag, a paper bag. And then it was dead birds inside of it. I think she was, I think that she was saving the dead birds for the feathers. I'm not really sure. We just had to throw the whole bag away. We couldn't do anything. We could not handle it. Okay, so here is in this bucket. It's a cute, I would take it just for the bucket. It's got a cute little green handle. And then inside of it is a mostly done Afghan or something. But you've got it's exactly where the gal left off. But you've got the yarn in here. You've got several yarns in there. God. Oh, I'm going to keep this. Does not come with it, okay? This does not come with it. I have to keep this. This is priceless. I have to keep it for at least a minute to enjoy it. Look at this vintage sewing machine kit. So it's got her vintage. Oh, you can have it. I want to keep it. I love these things. I love these old metal tins. But I'm going to just keep it in there because I think it might have something you need for this project. I hate to give it up, but I'm not sure. This tube has a crochet hook. It has a crochet hook, but it also has I'm not sure. This is medical bandaging or something. I'm not sure. Maybe so the crochet hook doesn't make noise. I don't know. You just never know what you're going to find when you start looking in these things. But I try to do a good job so I don't send home any silver thimbles on accident to you guys. Those I'd have to keep for my collection. This has some more of these weird things. So if you want this, just say you want the Afghan. It does look like a cigar tooth, but it's not. Oh, it could be. It's got that little, it's got a little angel on it. Does not smell like cigars. Smells a little musty. And then we have priceless. I'm just saying, girls, leave your stuff in good condition when you go to bed at night because you never know who's going to get it the next day. This is a priceless wrapping of the scissors. I guess the price the priceless scissors. You just never know what you're going to find when you open up a bucket of stuff. Anyways, if you want the yarn and the Afghan, it's almost complete. It comes in a nice vintage tub. I can't keep everything for myself, okay? If you want it, just say you want the Afghan and we'll put your name in a drawing. If there's multiple of you that want the Afghan, let me know. Looks like the ripple maybe, Cindy, sure. Okay. I'm from New York City. Her info is on Google. Well, call the shop, Georgia, because it's hard for me. I'm just one person. Literally, I'm one person. Oh, that Georgia lives in Texas. Okay, well, Georgia, you call me, and then we'll get all your info, and then you'll be in our system forever, and then we don't have to go track you down. Then when you order something, we can get it out to you as quickly as humanly best possible. Okay, let's see. Do I need I don't know. Who needs an Afghan? It's almost finished. Okay, if you need the Afghan, say you want it and it's yours for free. Okay, 155. I know I saw some people on it. 155 for the basketry. Maybe she got blisters. It's true, she might have. Is it knitting or crochet? Well, I think it's knitting. I'm pretty sure it's knitting, but there was a crochet hook in the basket. But I'm pretty sure it's knitting, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's see. I have, okay, let me know if you need the Afghan. Right now, I don't think I have any takers for the Afghan. And the basketry is going to Anita for $15. That basketry was pretty neat. Anita, I think you should finish it and then teach us, because I think it's basically a no-sew basket. It looks to me like it's a no-sew basket. You just wrap around the rope and then you tie them together, which is I've never seen that before in all my long life. Okay. Here I've got some Christmas tree lights because they're too big for what I want. Okay. But can you send me Victor's class? I'm assuming you are. Sue, I can totally send that to you. I did send you the link. Brenda Yagi, are you on? You won the Christmas lights, battery operated. I bought a ton of them for the Christmas tree that we did, and then the lights are too big, so I need them bigger. Sue, go take a nap. You got 7 minutes to. Oh, I am going to steal my batteries out of there. I'm going to steal my batteries before I send it. But if you're there, Brenda, let me know. Is the pattern in it? Gosh, so many questions. I mean, you could just finish it off and it's done. You've got these round hooks, these thingies. In our beginning knitting class, we'll learn about this in our beginning crochet. So if you want to sign up for beginning embroidery, beginning hand embroidery is this Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30. If you live far away, I probably can't get you the kit in time, but there is a kit. Oh, yeah, no. Questions might keep the show going, but we have to end it at 5 for our class. Okay, so I have Jenny Duarte. Looks like Jenny is the only one who wants the Afghan. Brenda's here. You've got the Christmas lights. Okay, Jenny Duarte. Oh my gosh. Keep the show going. We could do this all night because I'm in charge here now. But we can't. Okay, Sue, perfect. Everybody who signed up for it, except for I think Carolyn's is still in the mail. The rest of you should have gotten it. Okay, let's see what. Oh, here's a cute auction. Oh, I think you guys are gonna like this auction. Okay, let me make it big again. We got 6 minutes, so we can't take forever on this, okay? I'm gonna make this big. Okay, so you've got some cute, I could have sworn we showed this the other day. Oh, there's no name on it. Okay, so you've got about a yard or so of this beautiful lupine fabric. It comes in 2 different colorways if you're into landscapey fabrics. Here's a beautiful green and, oh, we got a shadow. I'm going to have to figure out how to get rid of that shadow for next week. Okay, for those of you who stick with us, we'll fine tune this videoing ourselves. Here's a batik. Here's a great wood grain. And then some reds, some butterflies, uh, just a good blendery floral. Here's a couple of great greens for leaves and different things, some great greens. Here is 3/4 of a yard from Quilting Tahoe back in the day. 3/4 of a yard of a great green. We've got a speckled with maybe 2 yards of a metallic texture. Cream with gold speckles. And then here is a bonus. Wow, they were. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. It's the one-man show. The one-man show. Okay, so here is some grays, some oranges, some little scraps. I'm sure this was for a project, but we don't know what. And then this is one of those beautiful ombres that turns. Looks like a half yard. You get all these greens, and you know me, I love ombres because you know all these greens are going to go together. So you can mix and match them in your floral projects. I use ombres a lot. Okay, this auction is S156. We're just going to start it at $10. 156, we're going to start it at $10. 156 is at $10. Victoria, I still have you on my list to call. I am going to call you one day soon. Yes, Roger is on strike. Roger is Roger, and Roger is Roger. That's all I can say about Roger. S156 is at $15. There's two of you at $15. 156 is two of you at $15. And then let's see here. While you guys are bidding that one, we're gonna do this. This is like I'm not really sure they're serged, but cut into. I would use them for little shirts or something in an applique or a Christmassy. They're almost like a woven cotton. They're the same on both sides. And then this is just a weird, I don't know if you guys can see that texture-y. I would use it for a tote bag or like a vest, and then I would applique on it, but I do love that texture. Or a table, it would be a great table runner too. I wonder if it's this shade. I should have pulled the shade. Okay, next week I'll try to remember the shade. Okay, this one is S157 for $3. 157 for $3. 157 for $3. 156 is at $37. 156 is at $37. He's been at home now, Kathleen, for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, if you haven't noticed. But I'm sure he's at home right this second because of the football game. Okay, S157 is $3. 157 is $3 for the woven cottons. You've got like 3/2 yards here, and then kind of like a handkerchief with a piece cut out. And then what I would use for a table, I would totally make a table runner out of that. S157 is at $3. Okay. Okay, perfect, Victoria. 157 is $3. Thank you for understanding because I'm super swamped, and we just finished the shop pop. So I had 121 ladies the first day, and then about 100 ladies the second day, and 66 ladies the third day. And then yesterday, Suzette was in here renting the long arm first thing in the morning. Sometimes I wonder what I did in my past life to have to run this fast. Okay, S157 is at $5. 157 is at $5. 156 is at $40. 156 is at $40. So get your final bids in for these. 1456 is at 40. We did notice he was missing. Gracie needs to come back. Is Devin? Devin actually ended up in Maryland. Devin ended up in Maryland. You know, kids these days, they think that there's some get rich quick scheme. So he's selling solar systems door to door. And then yesterday he was texting me because he was researching buying Section 8 housing so that he could make $1 million renting out Section 8 housing. And I told him he's 19. I think he's going to be 21. He should like just focus on his degree. Just focus on your degree. Don't worry about the next get quick scheme. But he is getting a wide opening. He came from our tiny little town, and he's getting a huge eye opener of what the rest of the world is like. It's not all so safe as Mayberry here. Okay, so 157 is at $5. 156 is at $40, and we're can't even begin to know what managing Section 8. Barb, that's what I tried to explain to him. Being a landlord in today's times is not what it was back in the day. But I can remember my parents had like 4 or 5 rentals, and all I remember is every school vacation we were down there scraping paint, cleaning behind the stoves, laying flooring. It just does. A lot of people don't want solar. They've been trying, and I know, Susan, nobody wants solar, and nobody wants 20-year-old men knocking on their front door. If you wanted solar, you would call them and you would schedule an appointment. That's what I keep telling him. But the kid's got to learn his own self. So I don't know. I just roll with it, because what else can you do? Okay, who was this? I told him that the renters have more rights. Mary Lewis 40. I told him that the renters have more rights than the landlords these days. Like, look at COVID. During COVID, when renters didn't have to pay their rent, but the bank still expected the homeowners to pay the mortgage. So I told him, I said, it's not, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Killing cockroaches. Sometimes you got to kill cockroaches in your own house, Mary. You just never know. You know what? In our neighborhood, well, in northern Nevada, what has been huge is the mice. This year, the mice have been horrible, horrible. So no matter what, everywhere you go, there's something. Okay, can you? Oh, I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad that somebody could read my lips. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, so next week we'll do it a little bit better. You should be able to hear me now. We will. Sorry. I don't know which phone is controlling which. I'm gonna have to fine tune this whole filming myself thing. Okay, so we've got to go because it is time for our 5 o'clock class. We will see you. I could help you. Okay, Judy, I would love that. Okay, so we will see you guys on Wednesday. We've got several new fabric lines. Marsha Dursey's new boutique line is in. So we will see you guys soon. Have a great night. Go sew. Go sew, 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 sew. Go get some sewing done. Love you guys. Bye.